Hey guys, James with Torches and Tactical, and this is a flashlight. It's small, it's made of metal, and when you turn it on, it does this. It makes a spot of light, which is fine. That's what flashlights do. But honestly, that's not why you should care about this particular little gadget. So the reason you should care about the Astrolux CP01 is because of this. So in one smooth motion, I can pull the cap off the bottom and snap it onto the front of the light. And it's not just a flashlight anymore. It's diffused and it's a lantern. And that one simple, brilliant trick changes, in my opinion, everything. So today we're going to break down why this tiny feature makes this little light one of the most versatile pieces of gear that you can add to your EDC carry. So let's get into it. So what exactly is this thing? Well, first off, I do want to send a huge thank you to Lucky from Banggood for sending this out to me. Without you guys, there's a lot of flashlights I frankly would never even hear of. So thank you so much, Banggood crew and staff. So the CP01, this is Astrolux's entry into the red hot market of compact clip lights. So you just saw my Workos HD03, and a little bit before that, you saw my Olight O-Clip Ultra, and I'm serious. That market's red hot. So when you get the CP01, it does come in a simple box, but inside there are a few clever surprises. Let me grab that right now. So this is the box that the Astrolux CP01 comes in, and I mean, it's not much larger than the light itself. There's no frills, no gimmicks. It gives you a little bit of information, but inside is what really matters. So let's get the box out of the way, and inside you get your user manual, but the user manual, frankly, won't be needed very long because the interface is extremely intuitive and friendly. So let's get rid of the manual, and you also get a USB-A to USB-C, because this does have USB-C charging. You get a lanyard, and then one of my favorite things, because it's a little less run-of-the-mill, is you get these metal discs. Now these are adhesive back discs, and you're able to use these to use the clip magnet on the CP01 to adhere it to wherever you might need it. So I want to get all this out of the way, and now onto the light itself. So like I said, it does have standard USB-C charging, which is always great to see. But when it comes to the light itself, the first thing you'll notice is definitely the build quality. This isn't some cheap plastic light. This is full metal. It's cool to the touch. I mean, it feels very dense and durable. Frankly, I think this is the most dense clip light I've used to date. So, I mean, if it gets knocked around in your pocket or your bag, it's definitely going to hold up. And speaking of pockets, this thing is ridiculously small. This will disappear in your pocket with no issues at all. But if you don't want to use it as a pocket light, you can go ahead and operate this clip. And I love those silicone pads right here. These are able to grip onto anything as far as a hat brim, a backpack strap, or any of those, and it allows very easy access to that one side button. So as far as the user interface goes, it does come from Astrolux or Banggood or whoever you're buying it from. It does come locked out, but to turn it on, you simply press and hold that side button, and it unlocks in its lowest moonlight mode. And that single button, it will cycle through all of the different output levels all the way up to its max of 250. So the beam itself, well, here, let me turn it up a little bit. The beam itself is a pretty clean beam. I would not say there's a defined hotspot. It's very soft, has a little bit of spill in it right there. And it's perfect for tasks like finding dropped keys or checking under the hood of your car or even lighting up the path in front of you. So when it comes to carrying it, like I said, you do have those options. It has the silicone lining for the extra grip. It has the magnet on the back, but the magnet, in my opinion, is just okay. It's strong enough to hold the light on a clean, flat surface, but it's no Superman. It's not going to hold on regardless. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the magnetic surface is pretty smooth in and of itself. If this had maybe even a silicone pad here, I think it might work a little bit better. For hands-free work, I found, frankly, that I was finding myself clipping the light to something in order to give it directionality. But again, that's not where this shines. No other light that I've seen, no other clip light that I've seen has the same diffuser initiative or same diffuser technology that's built into it. Now, frankly, it does stand out a little bit, but that's not a bother for me. But when you do have the diffuser on, I think that this becomes, maybe in a tent or something, this becomes the perfect overhead lantern. If the power goes out, you can use that magnet and stick it to your fridge, or it becomes a soft enough light to navigate your kitchen, or if you even need a reading light, so you won't disturb anyone. Another thing that this does is it's not just that white light. So like I showed you, you can turn it on, press and hold, and it will go ahead and navigate through all those brightness settings, but you can do a double press as well. 1, 2, and now we have a red light. So not as bright, but press and hold, and it will switch over to the beacon with the red light. Or if you do a triple press, 1, 2, 3, you do get a beacon here. This is a pretty slow-paced beacon, but I think that's going to help as far as the battery runtime. So since it's not boom, 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 boom constantly, you're going to get a little better runtime. But we can shut it off, and we can do a triple press again, 1, 2, 3, and you do get that strobe as well. A very disorienting strobe. So you can see the flash sequence here. So you can tell that they've definitely packed a lot of features into this. Well, I actually wanted to call it a full-featured light, but you can see that they packed a lot of those features into this tiny chassis, all powered by that battery that's going to give you up to 90 hours of runtime. Again, I think it's because they put a little bit of forethought into the spacing on those strobes and so on and so forth. So guys, I want to know now if you would actually buy the CP01. I think it's a fantastic, very, very dense, very solid feeling little light. And I know you don't just want to see how this operates on my desk. So I do want to go ahead and get you set up outside so you can see exactly what this is capable of. So let's go ahead and get outside, and then I'm going to ask again. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, guys, we're out with the Astrolux CP01, and for starters, I'm just going to go ahead and press and hold. And you can see here, it entered the lowest moonlight mode. Press and hold again. Press and hold one more time. And press and hold one more time. So this is the maximum luminance, as they say on the listing, 250 lumens. Now, if you do a double press, 1, 2, you do see that red light here. I'm going to walk out there real fast. And if you press and hold, it will just do a red light as well. Now the red color here, the red light, is perfect for that diffuser. There you go. And this will help just with a little bit of that red light. So it's not going to destroy your night vision. And from off, you can do a triple press, 1, 2, 3, and you get that very, very, very fast strobe, very disorienting. But when it's on, if you do a triple press, 1, 2, 3, you get that very slow strobe. So it's about 3 to 4 seconds in between each flash. But works very, very well, and I think that slower pulse is going to give it a lot of extended battery life. And again, here is the red strobe, or I'm sorry, the red light. I'm going to go ahead and go to white, and you can do the diffuser as well for that. So this one here bleeds out like a lantern very, very well. I'll walk back here a little bit. So you can see that it does illuminate quite well. All right, now that we have seen the CP01, let's get back inside. All right, guys, we went outside and saw the CP01. So now I will ask again, would you actually buy the CP01? I think if you're a flashlight aficionado who requires that 1,000 lumen pocket sun or anything like that, this might not be for you. But if you are I guess a run-of-the-mill camper or dog walker, a DIYer, or just someone who appreciates clever multifunctional gear, this is absolutely a home run. It is the perfect light to throw in your glove box or your go bag or even your jacket pocket and completely forget about until that moment that you desperately need it. And when I say forget about it, I really, really do mean that because it's so small you'll forget it's even in there. It is definitely a problem solver. The combination of its tiny size, the durable build, that modern USB-C charging, and the integrated diffuser definitely makes this a stand-up product in a very, well, it's already crowded, but it's getting even more crowded as the days go. So guys, that is my take on the Astrolux CP01. Again, huge thanks to Banggood for going ahead and sending this to us so we could review it. And if you are interested, go ahead and click on those links down in the description and comments. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you found this helpful. If you subscribe, click on that bell, and we'll see you in the next one.